Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? We're here live, man. People are starting to weigh in on this fight, guys. Shawn Porter is another person that is weighing in on this fight. Coming up, guys, this weekend, Manny Pacquiao versus Adrien Broner. Definitely expected a lot more buzz to be heard about this fight. It is a pretty good fight between Manny Pacquiao and Broner. But, man, the overwhelming thought about this fight from listening to people talk about it, commentate on it, me doing videos on it, and pros speak about it, is that many people feel that Adrien Broner is going to lose this fight to Manny Pacquiao. Shawn Porter actually went a little bit further and actually touched on Adrien Broner's punching power. He said, let me see, I just pulled his article up before going live. I don't believe in Adrien Broner's punching power. I guess but Shawn Porter does have some say in that because he did fight Adrien Broner for 12 rounds. Adrien Broner did catch him with some shots, definitely was very inconsistent in that fight. But he really wasn't able to hurt Porter until the last round where he actually knocked him down. But, guys, let's get into the article. Remember, this is your boy T-Dot was blazing in sports, giving it to you live, raw, uncut, unedited. Do me a favor, guys. Please hit the like button, help the channel grow. Also, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you feel the need that you'd like to help the channel out, I believe I have a PayPal and a link, and also Cash App. What's blazing? All right, so let's get to the article, guys. WBC welterweight champion Shawn Showtime Porter says he doesn't rate Adrien "the Problem" Broner as a puncher at 147. And he sees him losing this Saturday night when he challenges WBA regular welterweight champion Manny Pacquiao. When the two of them battle it out on Showtime pay-per-view at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. Porter's one of them guys that have a really good chin. I would love to see them ask him about other people who we felt are punchers. I would agree with Shawn Porter and say that Broner does not look like he has the power that he had at like 130, at 135, where he was able to put people down. People feared his strength, and when he hit them, they definitely knew it. But since moving up in weight to 147, he just ain't had that thump. It doesn't mean he's a fellow puncher, but it just means that he doesn't have that kicker. I guess something like what Shawn Porter says. I don't believe in Adrien Broner punching power, but let's see if there's more to the article. It is easy for Porter to say that Broner lacks punching power at welterweight since he's never knocked anyone out in his 5 fights at welterweight during his 11 pro-year career. Quotations. This is directly from Shawn Porter. I don't believe in his punching power, but I definitely believe in his speed. We have to look at Broner's track record for the last 3 fights. Is he using his speed? If he uses his speed, he makes it an interesting fight. I don't think he wins, but if he does use his speed, he make it interesting. And you know what? Even when Adrien Broner fought Mikey Garcia, he used a lot of speed, but he didn't use any kind of power. It didn't look like he really wanted to touch Mikey Garcia in that fight. Not really, just basically keeping distance, using his jab, and basically trying to avoid the bigger shots coming from Mikey Garcia. All right, here's something else. This is just looks like the writer. Excuse me. Some boxing fans might point out that Broner knocked Porter down in the 12th round in their fight in June 2015. However, Porter wasn't hurt by that knockdown. It was a flash knockdown in which Porter got hit by a shot that he didn't see and he went down. Those kinds of shots don't require a lot of power. Broner punches had no effect in the fight in the first 11 rounds, and he was getting dominated until the 12th. Even in that round, the only thing Broner did was drop Porter with a left-hand shot he didn't see coming. Broner's record since moving up to welterweight in 2013 is 2-2-1. The record is slightly misleading through as 2 of Broner's wins over Paulie Malignaggi and Adrien Granados were controversial, with Tim decisions in fights that a lot of boxing fans saw him losing. If Broner fights against Malignaggi and Granados were scored the way many in boxing public saw them, his record would be 0-4-1. Golly, this guy is shitting on him. However, a lot of fans also think Broner deserves a loss in his recent 12-round draw against Jesse Vargas last April. With that fight scored as a loss as well, Broner's record since moving up to welterweight could very well be 0-5. What that means is Broner clearly isn't a welterweight. Yeah, I would agree there and say he isn't a welterweight. Definitely would do probably better at 140, maybe 135. Probably harder to make 135 these days, but definitely should make 140. Guys, again, remember that your boy T-Dub was Blazing Sports. This is live. This is raw. This is uncut, unedited. We are getting it. We are getting it live. 15 minutes or less, giving you my very best. Let's get it. So how can I see that? Oh, there we go. We are in the building. Ronald Franklin, man, what is going on, my dude? Salute, man. Bringing this news. Shout out to Ronald Franklin, man. Ronald Franklin said, that's because Porter has a hard noggin. Bro, listen. Porter does have a hard noggin. Danny Garcia called Shawn Porter with some good shots. Keith Thurman called Shawn Porter with some good shots. And it seemed like it makes Shawn Porter angrier. You know what I'm saying? And Shawn Porter also used to be a sparring partner with Manny Pacquiao. Some people might not know that. Shawn Porter used to spar with Manny Pacquiao. So he caught a lot of Manny Pacquiao shots. So Shawn Porter is talking from a little bit of experience, even though style makes fight. Shawn Porter sparred with Manny Pacquiao, and he also fought Adrien Broner. I imagine he was two different fighters at the time, from sparring to fighting. But yeah, I agree, Ronald. Shawn Porter has a noggin on him, man. This dude could play Juggernaut without having the helmet on. Ronald Franklin says, shit, Broner caught Porter so clean and fast, he couldn't feel that shot. It was beautiful. Hey, it was beautiful because I remember Broner was coming out doing the exact same thing every time. Either he was looking for a check left hook or just one-shot jab. And he came out in that 12th round, and he led with that. That's what caught Shawn Porter off guard. He led with a lead left hook that caught Porter. Porter probably was thinking about that old leaping in effect, and he got caught. Hey, Ronald, man, hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming to the chat. Unfortunately, I can't schedule it like, a lot of people do. I would love to be able to just schedule it and just go live, but since I do this at work, I just got to get away when I can. Give you guys 15 minutes or less, giving you my very best. And I appreciate either a like, a subscribe, or thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having the channel grow. As the channel grow, we grow, guys. And I appreciate it. But even though Shawn Porter has a noggin, and he does have a head, man. Like I said, he does. It looks like the dude crack walnuts with his head. Maybe bend crab legs across his forehead and crack them before eating. But he's right, man. Broner does not or has not shown the power at 147. He has not shown it. And when you don't have the power, you have to evolve your style. And I said this yesterday in the stream, Ronald, that Floyd Mayweather moved up to 147, right? Remember, when Floyd Mayweather was small, he was a killer. Floyd Mayweather was, even though he had defense back then, he wasn't nearly as much defense to when he moved up to 147. He didn't use his legs a lot. Floyd Mayweather used to walk people down, give them that work, and get them out of there. And he used to stand in the pocket a lot, but when he moved up in weight and he realized that his punches didn't have the same effect and those guys was hitting a lot harder, he had to adjust his style. Adrien Broner, he has not. Adrien Broner, if he really wanted to be like Floyd, which I'm not saying he completely want to be like Floyd, but obviously Floyd was somebody that definitely influenced him by looking at his style. He needs to evolve his style to even evolve it like Floyd. Use your legs more. You know what I'm saying? Get in and get out. If you don't have the power to put these people down, he still fights like I I wouldn't say, how can I say it? He's a counterpuncher, but he doesn't use his legs enough, especially when dealing with these bigger people. But Shawn Porter says one thing, right? Shawn Porter said that if he goes in there, like they asked Shawn Porter about Adrien Broner walking Manny Pacquiao down. He like, no, that would not be smart. If he walks into Manny Pacquiao, Shawn Porter said he would be walking into fire, hot lava, acid, punches, fury, doom, death, destruction, massacre. And I agree. If he walks into Manny Pacquiao gonna hit him so hard, he gonna make both eyes bleed. If he try to walk Manny Pacquiao down, this becomes an early night for Adrien Broner. A very early night for Adrien Broner. Ronald says, true, Floyd was on the attack mode in boxing. Yeah, boxing was flawless. Bro, when Floyd, man, like to the smaller Floyd, that boy was a beast, man. That boy was a beast. He went out, he got the job done. It wasn't like the older where, see, when he got older in the sport and he got in a bigger class, he had to fight more smart. You know, he had to be smarter in the way he attacked. And that's like Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner, yes, he's still young, but he didn't change his style up for the weight class. Now, Manny Pacquiao, don't get me wrong, Manny Pacquiao didn't really change his style either, but the thing about Manny Pacquiao is somehow, some way, he was able to carry a lot of power up to 147. He carried a lot of power. Because think about it. He made Oscar De La Hoya quit. But I say this. Oscar De La Hoya was drained. He was drained. Like a bathtub that let all the water out. He was drained. He dominated Miguel Cotto. But he made Miguel Cotto come down about 2 pounds. But he still dominated Cotto. Bust up Margarito after Margarito was exposed for the plaster. But the fact is, Manny Pacquiao had the power and the speed to still be effective at the 147-pound. People just didn't want to walk in there on Manny Pacquiao. Even though he hasn't had knockouts in a while, people just didn't want to run up on that. But we saw this. Listen, we did see this. When Manny Pacquiao, remember, Manny Pacquiao stopped Matisse. But how long has it been? Matisse didn't move his legs. The same as if Broner don't move his legs, Broner going to be the one that's going to get stopped in maybe the 7th, 8th round. But Broner got a decent chin. Broner gets knocked down. Here's the definition of that song. I get knocked down, and I get up again. He gets up. But Pacquiao couldn't stop Jeff Horn, and he had Jeff Horn hurt. Pacquiao's not punching with the same power he used to punch with. Matter of fact, even when he fought Jeff Horn, he didn't even look as fast. Now, when he fought Matisse, he looked a little bit quicker, but he didn't look like the old Manny. Look, man, it's going to be an interesting fight, bro. It's interesting because part of me want to just say, listen, man, Broner's just so inconsistent that Pacquiao's going to win. And the thing about Pacquiao is, Pacquiao don't play when it comes to fighting. Pacquiao kind of suckers you in, for real. Pacquiao, he got these smiles. He get you laughing up there in the face-off. Like, think about it. With Tim Bradley, they laughing at the face-off. They all buddy-buddy. And then when the fight time comes, he trying to take Bradley's head off. You know, Brandon Rio, they all smiling. Then fight time comes, he try to take his head off. And then, even with Adrien Broner, the first time they do a face-off, it's like Pacquiao can't look in his eyes for 2 seconds and he starts smiling. He's trying to sucker you in. He's trying to butter you up. He's trying to treat you like some toast and put some butter on you. Serve you with a side of eggs and bacon. He's trying to make a meal out of you, man. It's up to you to be that meal or not. But all right, guys, I want to give you my thoughts on this. Shawn Porter does not believe in Adrien Broner's punching power. But think about it. Broner fought Jesse Vargas. Does he have a point? Even though Shawn Porter has a head, this guy could have, listen, if he didn't do boxing, he could have did karate. He could have been the guy that broke boards across his head, bricks across his head. He could do that. He can play the human version of Juggernaut and just run into brick walls. He can play Mario Brothers. You know how Mario Brothers, they jump up and they hit that brick above them? Bing, bing, bing. Shawn Porter can do that. I guarantee you, he would clear every brick on every board. New high score. He would run and jump and grab the flag at the top and slide down. But does he have a point? Broner did not stop Grenades. Shawn Porter beat him up. Broner did not stop Jesse Vargas. Mikey Malignaggi. He didn't stop Paulie. So even though Shawn Porter has a head on him, he definitely, I believe he's right in saying that Broner is not a puncher at 147. He's not. But guys, it's your boy T that was Blazing Sport. I appreciate you coming in. Please check out the other streams as they come. I know my boy Blue normally does a video around this time, always giving out good hot information. So look forward to that. And the many more channels that's coming on. I know for now it comes on around like 10:30, 11. But guys, this your boy T-Dub, what's Blazing the Sports. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please tell a friend to subscribe and tell that friend to subscribe. And sharing is caring. This is your boy T-Dub. Here is what's Blazing the Sports.